Journeys, journeys, journeys. Not only have a lot of people travelled a long way to get to Edinburgh, when you arrive, people are only too desperate to take you elsewhere. This vintage VW campervan is owned by theatre maker Laura Mugridge, and it's parked for the duration of the festival inside the Pleasance courtyard. Is Laura in need of a bed? No. The van, which seats just a few people at a time, is both inspiration for and venue of her show.
It's about the journey of the last 12 months in the life of the campervan and of me and my husband. I've done a lot of gigs in tiny spaces. I'm really interested in what comedy might be without the lights and the microphone and the stage, and I like the idea of creating like a little bubble, particularly inside somewhere as busy as a Pleasance courtyard, and people, I hope, come out going, oh, I'd forgotten that the rest of the world was there.
This rather beautiful little piece, called Running on Air, is one of a number of Edinburgh shows that take audiences not only beyond the fringe, but out of theatres entirely. Take the humble red phone box, for instance, a fast disappearing sight on Britain's streets. In Edinburgh, during festival time, courtesy of the Invisible Dot Theatre Company, this telephone kiosk has become a site-specific piece of art, a place to listen in on tiny telephonic dramas.
Hello, Roy. How are you?
Well, I was at a bit of a loose end, to be honest. Thought I'd give you a ring.
Travel out into Edinburgh's suburbs and you can find theatre being made in another vanishing British institution, the local video shop.
I can't tell if it's recording. Is it recording? I think it's recording.
This piece is site-specific in every sense, acted out in the very video store where performer Deborah Pearson once worked. It asks you to ponder both digital and mental storage. Deborah plays you real-life video recordings from her own past and reenacts them in front of your eyes.
I've always thought that the space is very important to a piece of theatre. Wherever the audience is sitting does actually really influence the way that they feel about the whole piece. The show is about records and things, and film and video, and it's also about my life, and I worked in this video store.
But why bother with a venue at all? At this year's festival, a group of high-tech theatre makers from Australia have flown in with a piece called Enroute. It transforms Edinburgh itself into a theatre set, sending you out on wild interactive adventures among the forgotten nooks and crannies of the city. It's street theatre, but not as you know it.
As you wander through the city, the track in some ways tries to make a connection with the space, with the geography of the city itself.
I'm Paul. I play the detective. Except I'm not really a detective. I'm looking for someone. So I guess that makes me a detective.
Given that Edinburgh provides this absolutely fantastic and dramatic backdrop, it's quite surprising that there haven't been many companies over the years doing work that actually use the landscape in some way.
That, in a way, is the irony. Step away from the festival buzz for a moment and you realise that Edinburgh is one of the most stunningly dramatic cities in the world. The most interesting, resonant work at the festival feels, I think, like it takes you on a journey into the city itself.